everyone for some more of my Hertha Berlin career mode here on FIFA 21. And we are at the halfway point of season number 1, and I gotta tell you, I am absolutely falling in love with this team. Of course, I've done Tasmania Berlin and Union Berlin in the past, but I have to say this is right up there to being those two. This is definitely... All three of these Berlin teams that I've done have not been disappointing in the slightest. And I'm going to be talking more about Season 1 here, at least what's going on here since we're on Christmas Day here in 2020. But before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. And the first thing I got to say right now is that we are absolutely killing it in the Zweite Bundesliga. As a matter of fact, we've only dropped 2 points all season. We are at 14 points ahead of both Köln and Schalke, who are second and third. Darmstadt right behind them, but you can see Hamburg kind of struggling like they've been in real life. I don't know so much about the time of recording this, but I know they've been in and out of the automatic promotion spots, like they've usually been. But teams in relegation trouble, Veen Wiesbaden and Hansa Rostock are in the automatic spots, whereas Magdeburg will be in the promotion relegation playoff. DFB Pokal, we are in the quarterfinals. We are up against Bossin, which round 1 we ended up beating Greater Fürth 4-1, and in round 2 we ended up beating Dynamo Dresden 4-0, and in round 3 we ended up beating Heidenheim 2-0. You can see the other teams, Bayern, St. Pauli, Wolfsburg, Dortmund, Freiburg, and Leverkusen are in there. Relegation match. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that. Hopefully, especially, we shouldn't have to deal with the Meisterpokal Dritte Liga. But we're not in, well, the preseason tournament we were part of, just to show things off here. You can see how the table went, as well as the other one. We ended up beating West Brom 4-2 in the semis, and we ended up beating Genoa 5-2 in the final. Which I'm not concerned about the European competition because we're not in any of those. Take a look at stats here. You can see Nahuel Bustos 4 ahead of Kynes on top of the leaderboard. You can also see Van Bergen with 6, Radonjic with 6. Most assists, Van Bergen with 8. You can see Guendouzi and Leuven with 4. And Thorsteinsson with 3. Most clean sheets, Fairman with 9. Fair play to him. Dragovski with 7. And Gersbeck with 1. DFB Pokal, Radetsky with most clean sheets alongside Gersbeck and Brawl, which is awesome to see Gersbeck getting clean sheets. Derda with 2 goals, which is very impressive considering his rating. And, assists rather. And top goal scorers goes to Davy Zelka by 7. 4 ahead of a whole slew of players, including Robert Lewandowski, Thorsteinsson with 2, and Insua with 1. So we're going to take a look at the preseason tournament. Just take a look here real quick. Which I didn't even really talk about the tables too much because, of course, a lot of the teams that are in the these Zweite and Dritte Ligas are not in FIFA. As a matter of fact, Elversberg, who are currently in the top 3 in real life, they are not in this game. So I did have to take liberties with some of the teams here. Especially in the Dritte Liga, which I'm going to show the leagues right now. We're going to go to the Bundesliga. And we see Leipzig, which is 6 ahead of Bayern. And they're going on an undefeated season, so fair play to them. Bayern, Leverkusen, and Mönchengladbach make up the Champions League spots. Dortmund and Frankfurt end up making up the Europa League spots. Teams in relegation trouble, Holstein Kiel, Heidenheim, and Bochum. No real surprise there. The Dritte Liga. Dynamo Dresden and Arminia Bielefeld in the top 2 with Erzgebirge Aue in the promotion relegation. If the season were to end, they'd be up against, I think it was Magdeburg, who were in the third last team in the Zweite Bundesliga. And relegated sides of relegation was a thing would be 1860 Munich, Werl, Lübeck, and Zwickau would be in trouble. But we're going to take a look. I'm going to show you guys opening transfer budget, which our opening one was 71 million, which 10 million of that was a financial takeover, and that was just mainly because of youth academy scouts. We still have 30 million in the kitty, which I don't plan on spending any of that. If anything, I may end up looking to send some players out on loan. But we're going to take a look at board expectations. You can see youth development. We got 3 out of 3 for signing at least three with potential. And then I'm struggling to sign a forward, so I'm actually sending one of my scouts out to Slovenia for 3 months, and hopefully we can get a forward in that position, hopefully fulfill that particular objective. Sign one veteran player, which we did in Emiliano Insua, a backup left back. This one, I'm not even going to be arsed about that. We're in the quarterfinals of DFB Pokal, and we are well on our way of winning the Zweite Bundesliga title. And of course, we are not in Europe. Take a look at our youth staff real quick. Oliver Hager, I am sending him out to Slovenia for 3 months. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a striker that we can go ahead and complete the objective. And Youth Academy is jam-packed. But I'm just going to go ahead and just scroll down here slowly. Getting a lot of Central Europe and Eastern Europe flavor in this Youth Academy here. You can see we can sign up to 5 more players if need be. But if there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. I've already done development plans off camera, so I don't have to worry about doing it on camera. I'm not sure if either the yellow... Oh! How did I forget... Oh, crap. Apparently I forgot these guys. Okay, he's after 56. So I skipped these guys. Oops. I know everybody else I did. It's just these guys I skipped. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, I missed this guy, too. And he's up to 62. Okay, let's make him high attacking work rate. Good pace. Jelinek. Maybe I didn't check the development plans in these guys. I could have swore that I did. I could have swore that I did. Yeah, I could have swore that I checked all development plans of these players, but obviously I didn't. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to take a quick look at transfer history here. Again, if there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. Bustos, we did a swap deal with Cordoba. Dragovsky, we ended up doing a swap deal with Yarstein. With Bustos, no, we didn't do a swap deal with Cordoba. We did a swap deal with Niederlechner. Of course, Van Bergen was a straight chancer. Same with Sebastian Bornov. Same with Ruig. And Insua was a straight transfer as well. You can see I've already done a bunch of loan deals. Karbovnik, I'm sending him on loan. Lisa. Korber, which we ended up doing a swap deal. I was initially going to sell him, but I ended up picking up this Oktay guy who is my new backup center attacking mid, and he's actually done a pretty good job for me, so I'm actually kind of happy that deal worked out. See Beckett, Kenny, Pavliak already out on. Which Bornov, I didn't realize was I swapped with Cordoba. And I was right, Booster was swapped for, it was a straight swap with Niederlechner. Van Bergen, you can see Rueg, Dragovski. But we're going to take a look at our squad. You see our lowest rated player is Loven at a 75. And our backup team, our lowest rated player is Dardai with at a 69 though. It was originally supposed to be reset in that position, but Dardai asked for game time, and I figured, you know what? I'll give him a game, but he ended up turning out to be a fantastic player so far for me. So, and like the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in stats right here. You can see Bustos 23 and 2 and 18 appearances. You can see Davy Zelka, which Zelka was a player that I was originally going to be keeping out on loan on Werder Bremen, but considering I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted Cordoba or Niederlechner to be my backup, I decided to get rid of both those guys and bring Selka back to have him as my backup for Bustos. But both these guys have been absolutely fantastic. Same with Budonic. Budonic is already grown by 4, having a good season. Van Bergen, other than the Dusseldorf game where he couldn't hit the broadside of a burn, is doing good. Which Zelka had a real shaky start to the season. I thought, I'm like, oh god, did I just bring back a dud? But he's been good. But Cuisance, I converted him to Cam, which is a position I did not play him in my Wimbledon career mode. But you can see he's already grown by 3. Dardai, like I said, he's already grown by 5, but his guy's been absolutely impressive out in that right wing position. Thorsteinsen's been okay. Loven's been pretty decent despite being 75 rated. Ganduzzi, pretty decent season. Buchalakis, again, pretty decent. Dujiak's been kind of quiet. I really haven't. I just noticed that I have him as a Tunisian on here. He must have switched citizenship. I know he was German in previous FIFAs. Alderete, my starting center back's grown by 3. And Sura, I don't really care if he. As a matter of fact, I expect him to drop off here. He is 31 years of age. Muhaya Okte is the guy that I'm getting in a swap deal with Korber. Already grown by 2, so despite his 66 rating, he's been pretty good for me. And let's take a look at players out on loan. Leisner, 30 years of age, grew by 1. I don't expect him to get any higher than 74. Kovic, last year his contract, I'm just going to let his contract expire. Unless nobody comes in for him on a pre-contract. Which, can he get on a pre... No, he can't. He's not 23 yet, so he can't go on a free. Martin Dardai, hopefully he'll go out on loan. But yeah, I have 17 players at least eligible to get and fulfill that... No, I'm thinking of my Wimbledon career mode. Never mind. I was going to say something stupid, but I'm confusing objectives. I was going to say the objective for Wimbledon, but on here, but for the objective for the youth, I just need to sign a striker or a winger. Deme's approaching 30. I may look to move him on next season. As a matter of fact, next season I may end up switching from a 4-3-3 holding to a 4-3-3 attack. So instead of Deme, I may look to bring in a high 70, low 80 rated Cam. But we're going to go ahead, check out development plans, because apparently I thought I did this, but apparently not. But as anybody in particular will look at, you can just go ahead. Which I did do the ones for the... I think I did do one for the senior squads. But for whatever reason, I just forgot about the youth academy. And Sue, I don't really care about his development. Oh, wait. Cross goes from 58 to 50. So apparently I didn't do this either. Wow, I'm really slacking. Yeah, it's going to take him 80 weeks on good form. He's not going to get in. If anything, he may reach a 75, but after that, he's going to drop off. Bach, I don't plan on keeping him. John Brooks, I'll keep him for at least this season. But yeah, I think I did do all these other players, so I'm just going to go ahead. Zay Falco starting right back. Tibuega backup right back. See Deme. I'll be keeping him this season, but I think next year I'm gonna look to move him on. And I may actually look to once I convert to a 4-3-3 attack, I do plan on putting Guendouzi, converting him from a CDM to center mid. Kovacevic went up to 65, which is nice to see. I'm gonna go ahead and put the opposite side glitch on him. Center mid. It's gonna take Loven 16 weeks to reach a 76. To Cuisance, even on bad form, it's going to take him 2 weeks to reach a 75. Oktay, looks like it's going to take him 11 weeks to reach a 67. Like I said, this guy's been absolutely decent, if not incredible for me as a backup. I've actually been very impressed with him. Dardai, very impressed with him, despite... He did start off at a 64 rating, now he's at a 69, so he is growing pretty nicely. Radonjic and Van Bergen, awesome wingers. And Bustos is an awesome striker. I do have to give props to Zelka too, because Zelka's been pretty good too. But Bustos has been incredible for me. But I'm trying to think offhand if there's anything else I want to show you guys. Let's take a look at newsfeed here real quick. You can see class from Mitchell Van Bergen. Which, like I said, other than the Dusseldorf game where his finishing was downright terrible, he's been fantastic for me out on the right wing side. You can see our manager, Felicia McGath, as Hertha keep on winning. Oh, this game is slow. You can see Hertha maintains the title charge. This had to have been the win against Greater. Yep. You can see Selka's not real happy about being on the bench. Well, nobody's happy being on the bench, so he's just going to have to deal with it. But I think that is where I'm going to call it for this episode, and I'm actually thinking about only having this for season 1 for 2 more episodes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be simming. I'm going to sim this cup game against Bochum, and if I win that, I'm going to also quick sim the semifinal. And then if we do reach the final, I will play it, but I'm going to be simming the rest of the VIP Pokal games. And then I'm probably going to be simming most of the rest of these games as well. And the next time I see you guys will potentially be sometime here in maybe March. Either the Jan Regensburg game or the Van Wiesbaden game where we're actually going lift the despite the Bundesliga title. Because we are well on our way to winning the league. I mean, we have a 14-point gap as it is. So it's going to be hard for us to blow it from this point on. But... yeah, next time I see you guys, we will be on the brink, hopefully, of getting not only promoted, but going up as league champions. So I hope you guys looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.